Welcome to another video. Today we're playing Clue again on the Nintendo Switch, and we're really hoping to pick up a W today with Colonel Mustard. We're playing on hard against the AI, really discussing some of the tips and tricks you can do to improve your Clue game, and hopefully we can pick up a win here after last game, which was a bit disappointing. We're going to jump right in. We're playing Tudor Mansion, of course, just to keep it simple for everybody. Just keep the same suspects, same weapons, same rooms. Just talking about our strategy, and hopefully we can showcase how you can win in Clue. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like down below. Leave me any comments just to say, like, if you have any other strategies that you like to pick up, any other strategy games like Clue that you enjoy playing, and maybe we can feature them here on the channel. So we're going to jump right in, see who goes first, and we will. So that's awesome. So we're going to jump right ahead and see. So I really enjoy going into the corners. It really gives you the flexibility to use secret passageways. And we have only information about the dining room right now. So why don't we just jump over to the study. Luckily we got one suspect card, one weapon card, and one room card. So we can really anchor ourselves here with our guessing. Just to showcase to you guys, I'm going to keep it very simple. Start off with, so we pick up a couple no's, and then we get over to green, who has our card Mustard. So that's perfect. That's a very valuable first turn. We pick up a few no's, get a valuable suspect card, keep moving forward. So now we're going to keep paying attention. Here goes Orchid. She guesses plum, candlestick, ballroom, and Scarlet right away says that she has one of those. So she either has plum, we have the candlestick, so she can't have that, or the ballroom. I'm going to keep going. So again, in the game of Clue, you're trying to find the 3 murder cards. All the rest of the cards are distributed amongst the players. So there's 21 cards, 3 murder cards are gone, 18 left. There's 6 players. Each player has 3 cards. We're trying to find the cards that nobody has. Here we see Scarlet guess. And again, we have Orchid, so green can't have this card. So what I like to do is I leave a little 1 down below saying that these are the possible cards that he showed on this turn. And hopefully, as we pick up more information along the way, we can start ruling out things and start cascading with the information we have to be as efficient as possible. And there we see green rolled an exceptionally low number, and wasn't able to make it to a room to guess. Unfortunately, we don't pick any information up when he does that, but he doesn't pick up a guaranteed card with his guess, so in terms of an advantage, it probably favors the rest of the players versus him for that. Now we see Orchid, after going around, possibly have the conservatory, the rope, or green. I'm just going to keep rolling, keep picking up information as we go. So plum goes, he guesses peacock, candlestick, kitchen. We're the next player up, and we have the candlestick, so we have to share that card with him. So we share candlestick. Everybody else is doing the same process that I'm doing here, picking up 1s, guessing what I have along the way. And that's fine, that's part of the game. I don't like showing my cards as much as possible. It's better to be at the information advantage compared to the AI, because that's really what's going to slow them down. But let's see how we can do here. So we have a couple options of rooms we can go to. I think I'm just going to go over to the kitchen, stay in the corners, stay agile. And again, in these early turns, I like to really pick up information that I don't already have. So I'm going to go Scarlet and lead pipe. And let's see. Get a no from Orchid, and there we have Scarlet having the lead pipe. So pick up a little bit along the way there. Always good information to have. Feeling like we're in a pretty good spot right now, but we'll keep playing and see what happens. Here goes Orchid. She's going to the lounge. So Scarlet showed me the lead pipe last turn. Orchid also guesses lead pipe. So I'm guessing Scarlet showed that since she doesn't have Orchid. She could also have the lounge, and it's certainly possible, but there's no way that we can ever really prove that, and so I don't tend to write down that answer. There's always the possibility that she just showed lead pipe again, so there's no additional information that I write down for those kinds of turns. So the information goes all the way around to us, and we pick up some very interesting information. First, we have to show our candlestick that we've already shown, but everybody in the game at this point will know by luck, basically, that the study is the room. Because you see that nobody has a study, we certainly don't have the study, and the little X's show that these were the automatic game-filled X's that nobody has. So the game's already filled that in for everybody else. So everybody knows that the study is the place to go. Unfortunately, it's always nice when you have more information than the AI, because the AI is able to kind of play out percentages a little bit more and be very strategic with this guessing. But we're still in a good spot. We have one down. Haven't had to use any of our strategies thus far to really showcase this. But here goes Plum. And he shows, or he guesses Conservatory, Wrench, Plum. We know it's not the Conservatory because we previously know that he doesn't have that. So it's either Plum or Wrench. And so even though we already have the room, it's still always nice to pick up information, because what we're really trying to do is find out what cards people have in their hands to really give us the best possible guesses here with weapons and suspects. So again, Plum shows, again, he possibly showed Plum himself there. Also could have shown the revolver. So in those last two turns, he could have Wrench and Revolver. We don't have any information to disprove that, but it's more likely that he has Plum. And that he showed that both times. Right, all things being simple. So here's Plum, he's in the study. We already know the study's the place to go. And unfortunately, with the next player up, and now we have to show Orchid, which is a different card than we've shown with Candlestick. So people have a lot of information on us, and unfortunately, we just haven't picked up enough information about everybody else here. But let's see what we can get. From where we are, I don't mind going back down to the study. Everybody knows study, and so if it was something that I had deduced that nobody knows study, then I wouldn't be going there, because I don't want them to figure that out and nobody else has it. But because everybody else has it, I want to make sure that my guesses are targeted towards suspect and weapons at this point. And so here, nobody has really made a claim with Scarlet. So we might go with her, and we might go with Dagger. I might actually go Wrench, because on the very unlikely but possible circumstance that it goes all the way to Plum, I'd like to know if he showed Plum or not. Right, because we know it's one or the other. Fortunately, we get stuck there, but we pick up the information that we're looking for. So we know that Plum in turn 1 either showed Plum or Wrench. We know that he doesn't have Wrench, therefore must have shown Plum. And I just get rid of the ones just to clean up the board a little bit. We also know from turn 1 that Scarlet either showed Plum or Ballroom. We know that she doesn't have Plum anymore. We know that Plum has Plum. So therefore, must have Ballroom. So now we have information about all of Scarlet's cards, somewhat randomly. But what that means is we can cross off all of the rest. So this is what I was really hoping to showcase about how powerful it is to just write down information, because as you make deductions, you can really rule out what cards people have. And certainly right now we're not in the position to really make an accusation. If anything, we could go possibly Peacock, because the only person that could have Peacock is Orchid. And we could get something like Dagger, because nobody's claimed it, but we just don't have enough information. And so we're in a similar situation as our last game, where we're after a few more guesses, everybody might get on the same page and find out who the suspect is and the weapon is. But we're in a really good spot, and hopefully we can get all the way through here. Everybody knows, everybody's locating here, it seems, on the study. So she's gonna get Orchid, which we know, isn't it? And so that's also very helpful information. So we know Green doesn't have study, we know he doesn't have Orchid, so he must have Revolver. We're picking up even more information about weapons. So we're either down to Dagger or Rope at this point. We're so close, guys. I really hope we can get all the way around and pick up enough information here to win. But let's see. So people are starting to guess Orchid here, because I've held on to it for a while. People don't have enough information about it, but we know that it can't be Orchid, so they either showed Rope or Kitchen. I don't really care about. We just don't have enough information about Peacock's cards at this point to really make any deductions. Here goes Green. Let's see. This could be very useful information, except we have Candlestick, unfortunately. So it would have been really nice if you guessed a different weapon so we could find out about Peacock. But we have to show Candlestick, unfortunately, and we don't pick up any information ourselves there. Okay, so there we see Scarlet either showed Wrench or Ballroom. We know that she has those two cards. We learned that Orchid does not have Green. Still, like, nobody's asking the questions that we really need. There we are. And nobody's really asked any information here that we really needed. Hopefully we can get it here. Hopefully he has something very useful. Yes, Scarlet, which could be useful. Yes, Rope. Okay, so possibly useful, possibly not. We knew Peacock had a chance of having the Rope. But what we did learn is that Orchid does not have the Rope. They have Conservatory, so we at least pick up one of their cards. Let's see here. It's now our turn. So I'm glad it got all the way around to us. We're so close. Fortunately, you can't really go to a useful room. If we go to Kitchen, just because we know that the first three players don't have Kitchen, so we can at least learn from that. We can at least get that far. It's certainly possible Peacock has Kitchen. She's going to show me Kitchen if we get down to her. So we need to pick up information that we don't have before that. If we get all the way down to Peacock and she doesn't have Kitchen, then she must have Rope. If we get down to her and she has Kitchen, we don't learn that she doesn't have Rope, but it's certainly more likely that she would have Kitchen. And then who do I want to guess? I want to get that far as well, so I want to go Scarlet. Dagger, Kitchen. Let's see. And there she has kitchen. So we're here again, and we've done our best to pick up this information. We don't know Scarlet, Green, or Peacock. We don't know. So it's one of three there. If I have to guess, I would say that it's rope, given that every time somebody's guessed rope with Peacock, she's actually shown kitchen. So I'm guessing, like, the odds are is that she doesn't have rope, but she certainly could. So I'm guessing it's rope. So that gives me just less, with a bit of uncertainty, less than a 1 in 3 chance of guessing here with this term. I've said before, if I'm just playing this for fun, I'll just guess. And if I had to guess, who would I guess? We just don't have enough information about any of the suspects, really. Nobody's really helped us out with that. Everybody guessed Orchid, or quite a few times in the last kind of round, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we just don't know. If I had to get a guess now, just to put it on record, I'd probably guess Peacock. I'd probably go Peacock, rope, study. But we're gonna play this out, just to see the answer and maybe go through the process and see if we can get to that point. So here goes Orchid. She's going in the kitchen. She guesses Orchid, which we have. And so we pick up the exact same information we had from Peacock, which is that she has kitchen, she could possibly have rope, but we don't know. Everybody's getting on that same page as us. Here goes Scarlet down the study, which we know this is the room that we're looking for. See, everybody's stuck on rope, on Orchid. Everybody's stuck on rope, and there you have it. So, and this is also unfortunate because now everybody's going to know that we have Orchid, because everybody knows that nobody has study. Now everybody knows that nobody has rope, like we thought in a few rounds ago. So, and again, everybody knows this because they're the little X's. So these are all the things that people have said along the rows that the game auto fills in. So this is all common information, rope and study. So everybody must know if I share that I have Orchid, which everybody has been working towards and which has really been stalling out the game. So everybody now is going to be focusing on suspects. We have to get through 3 more players' accusations, 3 more of their suggestions, actually. When they're just focusing on suspects, there's a 1 in 3 chance. It's looking a little grim for us. So we know that Orchid doesn't have green. We know that she doesn't have revolver. So she must have billiards room. So we pick up information about her second card, and that's actually helpful. My guess actually now is green, because I don't think green would be asking about, like, green wouldn't throw up green if he had that card, because that's the information that people are looking for. So to better explain that, so in the last turn, green threw up green and a weapon in a room. Nobody had green, except there's a possibility that green has green. Everybody knows what the weapon is, and everybody knows what the room is. So if somebody was playing smart, you're looking to find out what the suspect is. I would not guess a suspect that I already know isn't the suspect when I know everything else. So either he, for some reason, isn't on the same page as everybody else, or he doesn't have that card. So that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully we can get that far, but we'll see. Oh, we're so close. We're so close, guys. Here goes Plum. So this is just Plum. And let's see here. Plum goes Peacock. Dagger. Ooh. Super helpful as well. Thank you. So here we are, guys. So Plum guess Peacock, Dagger, Study. We know that Orchid doesn't have Dagger. We know Orchid doesn't have Study. Orchid must have Peacock. So we're down in 1 and 2 chance here. So it all depends if Plum guesses here based on any information he has. And he doesn't. So we need a good roll here. Actually, we're in a perfect spot because we're in the kitchen. We can get down to the study, which nobody has. So we'll be able to have a clean guess. This is our time to shine. So this is where all the hard work pays off. We probably have a little bit more information than what other people had, helping us really get some fine guesses. So we're gonna go green with the rope in the study. 1, 2. So green does have green actually. So that's just talking back to a few guesses ago. That just doesn't make sense to me. Like why he would guess that. Like that was just an unhelpful attempt. Let me know in the comments if you figured out why he guessed that, because that just didn't seem like an educated guess on that part. So we know everybody else except Scarlet. We're gonna go ahead and make an accusation. We're gonna go Scarlet, rope, study. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3. There you go, guys. Pick up the W, get the win for Colonel Mustard. So that's how to play Clue. That's how to win against Hard. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll be down there answering any questions that you have. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.